The door to the old house creaks open. The rust on the hinges groaning as you see the dust floating like spores in the air inside. By the faint light of your cheap flashlights, you see the stairs to the upper floor. Its railings gnarled and broke like crooked teeth. Their curve makes the stairs seem almost like a hungry trunk, and you wonder if their age will support your weight. Still, you must go in. The only question is, who will go first? Welcome to Danger Things, a Kids on Bikes story. My name is Ross, and I'm your host and GM for this special episode and series. And joining me on this journey back to the 80s is, for the first time, in this bit, is our player, Dan Thompson.
Hello, all of you. I'm not going to say hello, everyone. I'm so excited about this. I've been wanting to play a game in so long, and this is so exciting.
Drummond Bowskill.
Word up, how's it going? I love bikes, I love kids. Let's get on with it.
Colin Hubbard.
Yes, how you doing?
Good, I'm good. Scott Wilson-Besgrove.
Yo, man. Hey, you're reading these bits off a bit, because how are you going to plan for what we're going to say back? Because we're impressive.
Don't worry, man.
Have you got my words written down? This is like the never-ending story.
Look around. Tell me. Yeah. Anyway.
Shows the phone.
James Foxy Lockhart.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm looking forward to getting my chopper days on.
Yeah. So, hold on. Now my phone locked, so I need to. I've got a script. I can't go off script.
For a second
really well so far.
He didn't know what we were going to say.
I know. I didn't have that. Now, if you guys haven't heard of Kids on Bikes, it's an RPG written by Jonathan Gilmour and Doug Lewandowski.
Big up.
Big up those guys. It's about small towns and big adventures. In Kids on Bikes, you'll take on the roles of everyday people grappling with strange, terrifying, and exceptionally powerful forces that they cannot defeat, control, or even fully understand. So why don't we just go home and have a cocoa? The only way to face them is to work together, to use your strengths, and know when you have to just run as fast as you can. Yeah, so there you go.
Running just as fast as we can.
Now, it takes a lot of inspiration, this RPG, from things like Goonies, E.T., Gremlins, It, and then obviously a lot more recently, Stranger Things. Anyone else? Any others? Do you know any others?
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me.
Yeah.
There's no supernatural thing, but it is about kids basically on bikes going along.
I want to shout out a comic book called Paper Girls.
Oh, yeah.
You've read it?
Yeah, well, I've started. Yes.
Strong recommend.
Yes, it's good.
A great graphic novel, and it feels very much like on brand for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to shout out the Ice Cream Man. Because it did have kids on bikes. So we did watch it. We have a shit movie.
Your Ice Cream Man had a fleet of kids on bikes?
No. So we had a little tradition going on during lockdown of Shit Movie Thursday, and it was a terrible film. And I broke a lifetime promise by watching it twice so other people could see it. It's terrible.
Oh my goodness.
It's got old Van Vincent,
Michael Jan Vincent.
Yes.
Jan Vincent.
Jan Michael Vincent.
Wait,
Jan Michael
from
is it like Ron? Oh God!
Yes, it is.
God, just literally.
I don't know if you heard that, but I just grabbed this microphone.
Get into your microphone.
Get in your mouth.
It does. It has him in it as well.
Yeah,
like it's actually
like
got
Ron
some famous
Thingy's
people.
brother.
Yeah. And it is terrible,
you know.
but it has a bunch of kids called the Rocketeers in it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it as bad as Phantasm? Another really terrible horror film that had a kid trying to work out a mystery in his town which involved just someone called the Tall Man. Honestly, Phantasm is amazing. It's so bad.
There's like 6 of them, isn't there?
Yeah. He made loads. Yeah. Oh, it's great. Anyway,
I mean, I've seen the trailer. I haven't seen the actual film. And the trailer alone is amazing. It just goes, Phantasm. Yeah. Can you imagine the worst thing you can imagine if you ever imagined anything? Well, imagine this. You can't imagine it. It's like, jeez.
Like Hulk Hogan.
And like, it's like, who is the tall man? Oh, he's that guy over there that you were just talking about. Like, he is.
And
He's on
walks.
screen.
Yeah, and it's
Anyway.
got the ubiquitous like balls flying through the air that turn into drills halfway through, and they just drill into people's heads.
Well, actual
right.
balls.
Yeah, no, as in big steel balls.
Oh, just giant balls.
No, we're not
hairy
doing
balls.
We're not doing Manscaped anymore.
We're not sure.
What about you, Cole? What's your coming of age movie or kids on bikes kind of movie?
Aliens.
Nice. Yeah, solid choice.
Aliens
Nice.
on bikes.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
definitely.
man, like definitely like definitely all the ones that we mentioned. Definitely Goonies. You know that's the kind of vibe. I also think the first half of Boys in the Hood, when they were all kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, and Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, of
Lost
course.
Yeah.
Lost Boys.
Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
man.
Trolls as well. That's the really bad film where it's like, they're eating her! They're gonna eat me! Oh my god! That one.
You're, you're not talking about the one
Trolls.
with with the big hair,
Yeah.
and Justin Timberlake.
No, it's not got Justin Timberlake.
Sounds
It's
like
also
that.
Attack the Block.
Oh yeah,
Attack the Block
Yeah.
is so sick, isn't it?
Ah, such a shame. Like,
I mean, I
they
know
wanted
it's not
to
the
use
80s.
Allow It Man, but like the producers wouldn't allow it.
They would allow that. No,
They
no.
wouldn't. He had to say "Allow It Man."
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
he had to put an A on it because he
Which is a
thought the
shame.
American audience wouldn't get it.
If you like it,
John
then you should put
Boyega.
a name
John
on it.
Boyega.
John Boyega.
His
Yeah.
first movie.
Yeah.
It was amazing. In that.
Big up John Boyega.
Big up, John. If you're
Tweet
listening,
us.
yeah.
Tweet us. Please tweet us.
Please
John
tweet us.
Boyega.
So
And what
do
was
I
the- what
get
was
the
the-
idea that this game isn't going to be set in like modern day London, Ross?
No, it's going to be set in 1985.
Oh yeah.
When
1985
James was
London.
Look at Dan
12
trying to
years
move.
old.
Up
Sorry.
yours.
Look at Dan trying to move the story along.
Yeah, you're not the host anymore.
Now he's a
You
now
keep
he's
getting
a,
on. You keep getting on.
you.
fucking
I'm the
up.
captain now.
now he's a player. He can be like, "Come on, guys." It's great. I
We've
love
got plenty of time. We've got over an hour of this. This is sort of a gen sesh. You're going to learn about us creating the world, the relationships between all the characters, and then the next episode is when we're going to get into the adventure because I need to sit down and create it. And I can't do that in the blocks of episodes that we do because I've got to do it on the fly. And it will. Just a little bit of backstory. We did play this game at Drums for Christmas, I believe it was, and there was a lot of eggnog going around, and it ended up going so mad that we ended up fighting time traveling Nazis. So that won't happen in this
So
one. It'll be a bit more serious.
Basically,
It'll
the
be-
Goonies. Yeah.
A bit more serious. That's like an epic storyline.
You got stabbed, didn't you? Or you stabbed a Nazi? or something?
Yeah. It got a bit violent, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But if you listen to our Brindlewood Bay episodes, you'll know that that's kind of par for the course. So.
Yeah. So, like, this system, it leans heavily on, world building and improvisation and role play. In terms of, the dice that you use, it uses D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and D20. And those
all of
dice...
them, then?
Yeah, basically all of them.
Just checking.
Yeah, apart from the percentile dice. You don't
Right.
use that. Those dice are given to a certain stat for your character, and you have 6 stats in the game, which are Scott.
The Scott.
Yeah, no,
I'm all 6
this
stats.
is like,
This is D20 in
Every
Scott,
stat.
yeah.
The
this is
stats
like homework.
are fight, flight, brains, brawn, charm, and grit.
Yeah, and you'll learn about these. I won't go into detail about it. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory of what they are, but I'll go into more detail as the episodes go into it, and then you assign those dice, D20 being your best and D4 being your worst, to your character. And when you get into the game, we can go into more details. That's it. In Kids on Bikes, you play as 3 different types of ages, which you'll probably be like classes in D&D. You've got kid, teen, and adult, and all those different types of ages give you different bonuses to your role. In this adventure, we're going to be playing kids. Now, there was a bit of a debate about what age a kid is up until teen. We all thought different things. I thought it was like 10 to 14 maybe.
Nah.
No, but Scott seems to think it's...
If you hit 13, you're a teenager.
If it's got teen in,
It's
in
literally
the,
done
in the
on the
number,
name,
then
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
well, things
You're
were
a
different in
teenager.
1985.
Well, I was around in 1985.
Oh,
no, I
wait.
wasn't. Oh my god, no, I wasn't.
I was 42 in 1985, so I think I know how things go. Yeah.
that was when you were the world and everything that you needed to know. You were everything.
That was everything.
42, yeah.
So we'll do up to like 13, maybe. We'll say up to 13 is probably a kid. You're on the cusp of 13, of like going into teen. More so to teen. But yeah, so we'll do that.
10, 11, 12. In fact, they call pre-teen.
Pre-teen.
Pre-teen. Yeah.
Pre-teen. You also have in this game strengths and weaknesses. They also will like affect your rolls, and they give you certain bonuses. You get 2 flaws and 2 strengths. They will affect your rolls later, and we'll find out what you guys have picked for them as well. In terms of rolling the dice, your success or failure is dependent on the difficulty class, kind of like D&D. I set it before you roll it, so unlike D&D, I will tell you what the difficulty class is, so you know what it is and how much you have to get in order to succeed. So, James, roll me a D20 in strength. Let's just say your strength is 5.
There's
18.
no strength.
strength.
No, there's no strength stats.
What? No, I mean
Brawl.
fight.
A fight.
Sorry,
I
you're
got
beating someone
18.
up. An 18. So the difficulty class was, I would have told you before, but you were too quick. So it was 10. So you got well over. So that means you would
killed them.
Yeah. So basically you succeeded, and you succeeded very well. Depending on how much you get over the difficulty class depends on how well you did and like what you did. You may gain some additional bonuses for, the extra amount that you got. If you fail a roll and you can't, then you get an adversity token. Adversity tokens are these little tokens that I'm going to give you in the game. They are pogs, because I don't have anything 80s. These are 90s pogs. You have these, and you can use these in-game to increase your stat by 1. So say the difficulty class is 6 and you get a 5, you can spend one of your adversity tokens to increase that to a pass. There is
How do you get them?
How do you get them? By failing rolls. And also, sometimes you get extra. Maybe I might give you an extra one at the end of the episode or something. Maybe I'm going to give you it's kind of like danger points, basically.
You start off with 10.
No, you start off with 5.
What?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And some of you may have the additional things that in strengths that enable you to have even more. So you can give other people your adversity tokens, but only when it's a planned action, when you have enough time to help them. If it's a snap decision, then you cannot. That leads me on to talking about sort of those. Yes, go for it.
So you can't sort of take a bullet. Do you know what I mean? If you can you use it to someone's in trouble, and make a snap decision and jump in the way, and you get slashed through the belly by the monster instead?
It depends how long you've been planning to take that bullet. I could use one to take a bullet for Ross, because I've been planning that for some time. But if it were say James, it would be a snap decision.
And you probably wouldn't,
because I've never really thought that one through. I just assume that someone will try and shoot Ross.
Many people have tried. So that brings me on to combat as well. Much different to when we played it the first time. This game is heavily influencing you not to get into fights because you are children. You can get into fights and you can get into danger, and there are rules for if you do fight someone, you're basically rolling against each other's strength or whatever fight it is. So it's just a roll versus my roll. But it is heavily advised that you do not get into fights. You do not take a bullet for someone when you're 12 years old. Imagine a 12-year-old just going, no!
But you see that in the movies, right? It's like...
What movies are you watching where 12-year-olds get shot?
Name one.
Poor little Timmy from, I don't know, Anastasia or whatever planet they're from, right? And his mate, Big John, and he's getting beat up by the bully, who then gets out a flick knife, and Big John goes, no! And then You never seen that?
I guess that would be awful if Big John died, because the other person would be left outside alone.
So in our first sample actions that we've tried on this game, James has beaten somebody to death with his bare hands and Drum has taken a bullet. This is the opposite of Stand By Me. We're trying to hide bodies.
Sorry, just then Scott looked at me and mouthed the word Anastasia, and I was like, I know.
No one responded, so it was like,
really
please,
cool.
please.
It was a really nice moment between us.
Please, please.
But I was there with you. I was like, yeah, man.
Thanks, man.
I really appreciated that.
So there's two types of actions. As I said, there's planned actions, which you have time in. It's kind of like taking 10 in D&D. These are things that have no pressure. You can either take half of your die result and just take that. And also some other people can assist you by giving you adversity tokens in planned actions. So say you got to fix a bike, you're using your brains to do that. The difficulty class is 5, you've got a D10 in it. You would automatically pass it if you just take a planned action. If you wanted to roll, other people can help you in that as well. Cool. And then there's snap decisions, which is actions that are taken under duress. This is a straight up roll, but no one can you can give adversity tokens to the roll, but no one else can. Like, no one else can help you succeed in that because it's just you that is taking it. And that's it, really. That's all about the game. If you guys want to, the people listening want to get it, then go ahead onto Kids on Bikes website and the Hunters Renegade Studios, I think it's called.
Put a link in the show notes.
Yeah, go ahead and download it.
Saved.
You've got the book in front of you, Ross.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you have. You could just check the book.
Kids on Bikes. There you go.
I'm so glad we clarified that.
Now we're going to go for the fun part. This is the meat and 2 veg of the episode. We are going to collaboratively create the town. Now, I have some questions that I'm going to ask you. I'm going off piece now, so putting the script down. I've got some questions about the town that we are going to answer. If you guys want to write the sort of answers down or any of the questions, so we're going to go around the.
Are you talking to us or the listeners?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you guys, you. I should say.
It's always confusing, isn't it? Like that.
Are we going to call them strangerlings or just dangerlings?
Ooh. That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Maybe they should tweet us and let us know.
Yeah, tweet us.
Do you want to be called
referred to us?
Dangerlings or Strangelings?
So, we are going to start creating the town. And we're going to go from left to me, which is left to me, left to me. We're going to start left to me.
On the left of
On
you.
the on your left.
Yeah.
Left to me. Left to me.
Left to me. Stand by me. Left to me. So, Dan,
Yes.
our adventure takes place in town and state. Now, it can be well, it's assuming that it's probably going to be America if it's saying state. So let's see what your knowledge of America and states are.
The name of the town and the state.
And the state, yeah.
It takes place in the town of Sasquatch, Wyoming.
Sasquatch, Wyoming is where this adventure is taking place.
Okay, Wyoming. Where's that?
It's in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you American?
No, I have a passport. My mum and dad fucked there. That's it. Sorry. I like America. What I'm asking is that like mid? Is
So
that like mid
that
America?
is-
It's a Midwest. isn't
Middle
it?
America.
Yeah,
It's Midwest.
Sort of
Mid-
mid flyover country.
near Denver.
Near Denver,
Colorado.
That's Colorado.
Yeah, Denver's Colorado.
I'll get a map later and check it out.
Sorry, Colin's already on
Yeah,
that.
there it is.
Sasquatch.
There it is.
Oh, you got it.
That's where it is.
It's got Rocky Mountains.
Not the Rocky Mountains.
Not the Rocky
A
Mountains.
different Rocky Mountain.
It's some Rocky Mountains.
They're rocky, but it's
got
not
rock.
the
It's
rocky.
got
It
the
is-
rocky.
it's
I
a
mean, pretty much
landlocked
all
state.
mountains are rocky. I
Landlocked
think.
state. Yeah.
I'll look up some facts about Wyoming while we.
Cool.
All right. So it's setting Wyoming in Sasquatch. So, Drum,
Yo,
the industry our location is best known for is
logging.
Logging.
Yeah,
We are a logging
logging.
town. There is logs aplenty.
That's right.
Logs aplenty in this industry.
Some big, some thin,
some as
all
big
logs.
as red. Okay, Colin. Our
Yeah.
town is famous for...
Our town is famous for
Yeah.
socks.
Socks.
Yeah.
You'd think it would be famous for logging, but...
No,
No, you
it's-
guys thick socks. If you want to be a logger, imagine getting splinters in your toes.
You need good socks. Yeah.
The good people of Sasquatch cut down trees with their feet.
It comes from 100 years ago when the people settled here and they started logging, and all the people that started sewing good socks. So, because all the men used to come home and
What
complain about the fact
So the
that
second
their
biggest industry
socks,
is like darning stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
whatever
exactly.
that is.
Are they like cotton-rich socks or...
Oh,
Darning?
They're cotton rich, mate.
1985 or 1687. Darning.
In
All right,
1885, we started making socks, and those I don't know why they're southern all of a sudden, but they are. All right,
Yeah?
yeah, they're cotton-rich socks. They're just very strong. They have bits at the toes and bits on the heel that make sure that they don't wear down.
Sick. I love a good pair of socks.
Good.
There we go.
Yeah,
Like that.
yes, like extra bits on the heel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
Go for your feet.
All right.
Although Colin didn't specify what kind of logging, he could have just meant like good note taking. Like that's what it's famous for.
This is true.
Oh, you mean right in the bit before the industry?
Writing logs of
Yeah.
things.
I mean, I was obviously referring to taking a big shit. but-
Captain's log. Damn, my feet are cozy.
That's their industry, just shitting.
Just shitting, yeah, all over the place.
How do
Big
they
into
make money?
sewage.
Scott, what is Sasquatch infamous for?
It's sports team, the Yetis.
Nice.
The Sasquatch Yetis.
And they play baseball.
Very nice. The Yeti baseball team in Sasquatch, the infamous Yeti baseball team. Very nice. Economically. Economically.
Economically.
Economicon. Economically.
No, keep it going. This is an hour long. This
Yeah.
is great.
Economically. Our Sasquatch is now, you can either say it's prospering, like floundering, stagnant, or whatever you feel like. So economically, Sasquatch is...
I'd say gently on the decline. There was a big boom. There used to be quite a prosperous town, lots of logging, lots of houses and stuff like that. But in the 80s, things have started to go a bit more man-made things. It's moving away from the natural stuff. But it's a slow, gradual decline. And all them kids, they don't want to get into logging. But they do keep the socks.
Yeah.
People get their socks from Sears now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get
Primark.
shipped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
There
nice.
was no Primark.
There was. It was called pennies.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't actually know how long Primark's been around for, but I'm pretty sure it's called pennies in America.
Really?
Jason
Interesting.
Pennies.
All right.
Go on, Dan. Give us some
Do you want
facts
to- do you want
about
a Wyoming fact?
Wyoming.
It's fitting quite well for this kind of thing. Wyoming is the 10th largest state by area, but the least populous. There is basically nobody there. It's mostly parkland.
Apart from Sasquatch,
Apart
the
from
town.
Sasquatch. There are apparently
Sasquatch.
only 2 escalators in the entire state.
And
Wow.
I don't know who counted that.
Wow.
Apparently Mental Floss counted that, so thank you for that fact.
very nice.
More Wyoming facts soon.
Yeah. Sounds like quite the place.
Are any of our listeners from Wyoming?
That'd be nice to know.
Tweet us, Wyoming.
yeah, let us know.
And also, can we hear your voice so that we can emulate it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
And
yeah.
also, could you just quickly tell us everything about Wyoming?
I mean, I think Dan just did.
A lot more.
It's really big. There's 2 escalators. Pretty much what you need to know.
So these last questions are going to be. I'm going to duplicate them because
Nice.
it gives us more basis and flavour for the town. So, Dan,
Okay.
a notable local organisation in Sasquatch is.
Is the Darners, which is a union of people who originally rose out of the sock trade in there, but now it's sort of grown to become like a general club that the wealthy around the town are all a part of. So it's kind of like the Masons, but they started by repairing socks.
Very nice.
Are they a bit like the yarn bombers? around Hertfordshire.
They're like that, yeah, but they'll only yarn on you if you've gone through like an extensive initiation process. If you wake up and there is yarn on your lawn, you know that you're in with the Darners.
Who keeps the splinters out of heels? We do.
Drum.
Yeah.
A notable local landmark is...
okay, I'm gonna say it's Bigfoot tree. It's a tree that looks like Bigfoot in Sasquatch.
It's strange that we've got trees in a logging town.
With the Yeti. I mean, no, it's a particular tree.
Yeah, no one cuts it down because it looks like
the one that
Bigfoot.
doesn't get cut down. It's this very special tree. It's in the centre of Sasquatch. Nice. The town was built around it because it looked like...
In fact, that was probably what gave the town its name, right?
Yeah, I think it probably is, actually. Yeah.
What was going through those settlers' minds? Just be like, well,
they saw that tree. They were like,
look at that tree. Looks like,
Looks like a Sasquatch.
That looks like a Bigfoot.
Or a Sasquatch.
We will cut down all the trees, but not this one. This one stays.
Build your town around this.
Build your town around that tree.
Because it
cut
looks
down
like a
all the
Sasquatch?
others.
No, it looks like Bigfoot. They're different things.
But I like Sasquatch. Let's name it that.
You say Sasquatch or Bigfoot, it don't matter. It don't matter, just call them that.
The Sasquatch thing is actually completely coincidental. It's named after the daughter of the first mayor, Sasquatch Johnson.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Right, sorry. Yeah, so that's that.
Nice.
I don't know what they call the tree. The Bigfoot tree was not what that's shit.
No, it's fine.
But, is it? Okay,
yeah, it's
fine.
good.
All right.
David.
So, Colin,
Yes.
we kind of already answered this, but
Or someone else.
our school sports team is called
The school sports team is
Yeah.
actually called the Badgers.
the Badgers.
Yeah, the Burley Badgers.
The Burley Badgers.
Burley Bear Badgers.
The Burley
Yeah,
Bear
the three
Badgers.
Bs.
And
Nickname
what's
the Bees.
what's the chant for the Burley
There's
Badgers?
three Bs. They're called the Bees, but don't get them confused because the Bees are another sports team in local town.
Yeah.
Rivals.
So
Rival
yeah,
towns.
Yeah.
but they sometimes call themselves the Bees, even though there's a Bees team across the way.
Right.
Because they're three Bs, the Burley Bear Badgers.
What sport did they play?
What sport did they play? Oh, they play hockey. Ice
play hockey?
Yeah.
Ice hockey.
But there's no ice. They just
So like roller hockey.
yeah, they roller hockey, but they
Normal.
call themselves an ice hockey team, even though it's roller hockey.
Right, okay.
Wait,
But
the
it's just because-
school's team is roller hockey. That's the game. That's mad.
Yeah, man.
What? Not what? With roller skates on?
With roller skates. Yeah.
oh,
playing roller
what the fuck?
hockey.
No, I didn't realise.
They've got like an ice rink, but there's no ice in there, so they
Right.
just roll.
I bet the Yetis are pissed off. They've got no feeder system to get players for their because everyone's playing roller hockey.
Well, apparently roller hockey is really good training for being a baseball player.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that in that team, that's the kind of sense to it. Yeah.
What sport do the Bees play? Their rivals.
The Bees, they play roller hockey.
They
as
play
well.
roller hockey as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. It would
But
be
they've
weird if
actually
they
got an ice rink, but they
Oh,
can't
shit.
use the ice rink. None of them know how to ice skate.
Classic Bees.
Yeah, silly bees.
Another local organisation is
Me.
yeah.
A local organisation. They're called the Velveteens.
Yeah.
And the Velveteens were started by a group of concerned mothers during like a Puritan age that people and children were getting like too into like either the dark arts or sex or pornography, and they wore velvet dresses. And this group over time has expanded to include like it's gotten quite successful all over Wyoming, but in like small communities. People join the Velveteens to like, it's less Puritan now, it's less conservative. It's just like case of like it's like a charity, it's like looking after kids. But some people say there is still a malevolent force who drives the Velveteens.
Malevolent.
What?
A malevolent force.
Yeah, a malevolent force.
So that will
Why?
come
What
in.
did you say?
Malevolent.
Stupid.
That
Velveteen!
So we'll just do the Velveteen thing first, because there's something later in a minute that you have to do that leads on to what you were saying. So one more thing, James.
Yeah.
Another notable landmark.
All you got to do is beat the Bigfoot tree. That's all you got to do.
yeah. The Bigfoot tree. I'll say the Crying Hill. So there's a hill near the town.
Yeah.
And it's got two waterfalls which break apart and then go down. It looks like tears.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's called the Crying Hill.
Do people go there to make out? Or?
Oh, that's up to the town to decide. It is rather secluded, and it might be shrouded in local sort of law. Yeah, we'll leave that to her on us side.
I like the landmarks thing, so I think we'll just do a couple more landmarks, then we'll do the rest of it.
Okay.
And what are we on at the moment? Oh, yeah, we're fine. So, Dan, another local landmark.
Another local landmark is up in the woods. Is the remains of a small town from the paleontology boom in the 1800s, when people came out hunting for fossils, and then the fossil business dried up and the town was abandoned, but it still stands there out in the woods.
Nice. An old abandoned town. Ruins of a town. Very nice. And drum one more and then we'll finish.
Another landmark from me.
Or anyone else has an idea, they can.
The Bigfoot bush.
Yes.
Big bush.
Yeah, it's a big bush.
It's a bush that looks like a foot.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it marks the end of town. If we go past the Bigfoot bush, that's the end of town.
Just on one side.
It's just on one side. We don't know how long it goes on foot on the other side, but on the south side,
The other side of Sasquatch is in LA.
That's it. That's where that town ends, and our rival town, where the bees come from, begins.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of that town is.
Yeah,
Where's the start of town at the north? Is there a statue there or something? Maybe.
Well, no one knows.
No one's ever been.
No one's been to the north of town.
No one's been north.
No one goes
not
to the
since
start.
been
Not
there.
since the incident.
Okay.
No.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll keep going around. Another notable landmark.
Okay, so at the start of
or
town,
an organisation as well.
Oh, I could have done an organisation.
Sorry, mate.
an organisation.
Either or a landmark, whichever. Take your pick.
Okay, I'll go for a landmark. There's a statue, not in the middle of town. It's kind of like kind of forgotten about in on the way to like the next neighborhood, in between neighborhoods, and it's a statue of a chicken. Yeah, and it's just an artist that died about 5 years ago. Did it. And it's quite nice. It's a nice chicken statue.
Is it is it life size or?
It's the size of a normal chicken. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's tiny.
It's tiny. Yeah, but it's
That's why no one goes there.
But it's a really nice piece of art. Like people do as they're driving through, the state. They might stop it. It's one of those
they
things
can't
that they
see
might
it.
stop and go, oh, that's
the
it,
car.
and then they go.
Is it really high up? Is it like Nelson's column? Is it like just this massive
Nice.
element
No, it's
of
like-
chicken you think at the top?
No, it's that ankle height. If you were
People
walking
trip
down the
over
street,
it.
you might trip over
You
it.
could
Yeah.
fall over the chicken statue.
People have, right?
Someone's
They've
put a
died.
sign about 10 meters away saying, "Watch out,
Watch
chicken."
out, chicken ahead.
It would
Yeah.
be on TripAdvisor as top attractions in Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
it probably has some
Tripping
kind of
chicken.
You have to go and see the chicken.
local, quirky signs been put up, something like "I hope your chicken where you walk" or something like that.
Love
like,
it. Yeah.
something
yeah.
like that. It's got like
Yeah.
a friendly face at the end. It's got quote marks around it. Do you know what I mean?
Scott,
Yeah.
go on. Landmark or organisation?
Custard Hole.
Custard hole.
Custard hole.
There was a street called Custard Street, and there unfortunately was like a gas explosion, which means that there is a big crater in the middle of Custard Street, and as such now that it doesn't get used, all of Custard Street, but the hole is still there. And the hole is quite deep, weirdly, and it's just in the middle of the street, this big crater. It hasn't been filled in because it's a gently declining town, so no one's had the resources to sort this out. And there's been a part of town that no one goes to anyway. But Custard Hole, some say. Oh, I can't do that, can I?
Wait until.
It's your
Not
job,
yet.
innit?
Not yet.
Custard Hole, yeah, it's a real hole, man, and it goes a bit far down. And you could, if you're trying to avoid the chicken statue, you might swerve and you have to swerve quite far away because chicken statue and Custard Hole are quite.
They
far
haven't
away.
even put a barrier across it or anything.
No,
yeah.
no, they haven't. And People say, some say, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It was the 80s. People didn't put barriers around holes in the 80s, man.
All right, James.
Fall in.
Go on.
So another notable landmark was in the mid-1970s. An entrepreneur decided to build a mega mall for the town. He thought it'd be a good place. Built half of it, and then the money ran out. But it was going to be named Squats because a sort of play on Sasquatch. So Squats Mall is just this big abandoned sort of semi-construction yard, half built, but it's been abandoned for the last 10 years.
Okay, so it was
it was started to build in the mid-70s. So it's been the money ran out. He got done for some embezzlement.
Yeah,
and then so Squats Mall sits there as a local eyesore.
Very nice. All right, so now we've created the town of Sasquatch.
This fucking town's huge. It's got so many local landmarks.
We now are going to go round, and I want
Wyoming.
I just want you each to tell me one rumor about this town. It can be like, so similar to what Scott did. There's rumors that in Squats there's a ogre or something. I don't know. I don't know why there'd be an ogre.
An ogre? This wasn't D&D.
I don't know.
Free samples. Go home, Jeremy. It's closed.
So we'll go round again. Dan, one rumour about the town.
I heard from a kid in school that they went up to the old paleontology town in the woods, and they went up there at night, but then they just heard a shaking, and like the whole ground was just shaking, and they saw a shadow of something big in the woods, and they just came running all the way back. But I've heard there's something living out there.
Scary. Drum?
Right, so it is rumoured that the Darners and the Velveteens are in fact the same thing.
Oh.
But, one of them has one face and one of them has another face.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of the same. Cool. Colin?
Sorry about that. Rumor is that the artist who made the statue isn't dead.
Oh,
You're just retconning your earlier bit about the statue. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Her name is Catherine Jacobs. There you go. And she died, as I say, 10 years ago. But the rumor is
I thought it was 5 years ago.
10
Hold on
years.
a second.
5-10 years ago, nobody's actually sure. It was a mysterious death, and they think that she is still alive somewhere, hiding in the town.
Has there been a funeral?
There was a funeral, yeah.
There was a funeral.
Yeah.
Who did
Was
they
there a
bury?
body?
Yeah. Well, she didn't have any family or friends, so nobody's sure if there's anybody in that coffin.
The only person who went to the funeral was the chicken statue.
yeah.
Yeah. Some say that at nights.
Yes.
You can hear.
Some say that sometimes, like once or twice a year, maybe in September when this is set, that sometimes you can see the ghost of her. Or is it the ghost? Is she real? Is she there, standing by the chicken statue, tripping on it?
She's had too much.
Tripping over her own statue.
She's tripping, and she just wanders around the town sometimes.
Yeah. That was her only commissioned piece of art, by the way. Catherine Jacobs, rest in peace. Or not. There you go, that's my room.
Incredible.
Scott?
We've got two.
Go for it.
Is that cheating? I can do one.
No, you can do two. Why not?
I want to hear about the custard hole.
No, it's about the chicken statue again.
Sorry, guys. There's neither rumours about that. They say that under a logging pile, under a batch of logs that has been left, there is a sea of little faces, little critters that no one ever sees because they only come out at night. They live underneath the logs. That's one.
Log people.
And the other one is there's just more of like a general gossipy rumor. There's a reason why no one from the Burley Badgers, the
Burley Bear Badgers.
The Burley Bear Badgers actually graduates into the Yetis baseball team is because the Burley Bear Badgers are being used as some kind of like training ground by a government organisation, and the best candidates don't actually go into the Yetis. They get selected and taken somewhere else to a black site.
That makes sense because 48% of Wyoming is owned by the US government.
Amazing.
It's all coming together.
Very nice. James.
There's an old rumour in the town that when the settlers first arrived, they set up their town and they started cutting down the woods. And an old lady / witch / man / no one's quite sure placed a curse on the town if they carried on cutting down trees, and it was ignored. And then many evil things have been attributed over the years that might be true, might be not.
Like the custard hole.
Maybe that was it. But it's just a general, no one's quite sure, but apparently a curse was placed upon the town right back at its beginning.
Can I pop one more in?
Yeah, go on then.
It's just because I didn't want to do custard hole because I thought Scott was going to do custard hole, and he didn't do custard hole. So now I take the custard hole.
You're going to explore Scott's custard hole.
I'm going to get right deep inside it. It's warm and gooey in there. So Catherine Jacobs,
The artist.
it is rumoured,
Who did the tripping chicken?
yeah, that when she tripped into the custard hole, right? And people, think that's why they think that she's dead. But we don't know because we don't know what happens in the custard hole.
What happens in the custard hole?
Stays in the custard hole, yeah.
Good night.
Rest
There
in
you
the
go.
custard.
That's it.
I love this town.
Yeah, very nice. So we've got all our rumours and our landmarks. So we've got our town. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Now it's time to talk about characters. And I guess we'll pause there.
All right.
Cool.
Let's pause. And we're back.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the relationships all of your characters have. So we're going to go around the room first, and you're going to introduce your character, and then after that I'm going to start around the room and we're going to answer 2 questions you know about a character and 1 question you don't know about the characters and the relationships. So I'll start with James. Let's go with, who are you?
Who am I? Well, my name's Otis Snuffer, and I'm 12, and I like to collect things, generally anything that I can collect that you can. Kind of the kid who you end up hanging around with, but no one can quite remember why, they're hanging around, but he's there. He's very loyal, and I'm quite picky about the food I eat. I've got a bad stomach. My mom doesn't let me eat much, so I've got a bad stomach, and that also links into why I was in detention. Quite clumsy, medium height, soft around the edges, and he's always scruffy. Like, he's always got his shirt hanging out, or a little bit of dirt and a little bit of food. And
Nice.
And do you want my fear?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I like to stick around with people because I have real fear of getting lost. Just anywhere, like being on my own and not knowing where it is, getting lost.
Very nice.
Yeah. Will
cool.
you be my friend?
Yes.
Oh, well,
I'm already your friend.
Oh, yay.
A friend that's trying to kill you.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
D&D, Ross.
Okay, Scott, who are you?
And my name's Benny Frasco, and I moved over here from like the eastern seaboard, and everything's dumb over here. And I want to play baseball because I heard you guys got a great baseball team. And I'm pretty good at it. I'd say I'm pretty skilled at it, and I'm kind of restless and disobedient because I don't like it over here. And you guys got strange air and is wide open spaces. And I'm kind of spotty. In fact, you could say I was spotty enough to make me gross. And I can squeeze those spots when I wanna. And I got kind of like a buck-tooth situation going on. I always wear a baseball cap over my like messy crew-cut hair. It's got a Y on it. Because of the Yankees, okay? You don't know that.
Who?
Not Wyoming.
Not Y. You spell with a W. I know that. I'm kind of restless and
Wyoming.
disobedient. I want to play baseball, and peanut butter freaks me out to the point where it like induces vomiting in me from a distance. It's so weird.
Very nice. Colin.
Hey, what's up? My name is Randy Garcia. I moved here from Wisconsin like 2 months ago, and this town sucks. Wisconsin sucks, but this town sucks even more. My dad's a hard ass. I just wish he'd leave me alone. My mom never sticks up for me. Yeah, and I'm just kind of fed up. Oh, I'm 13 years old. Going on 14 in a couple of months. Can't wait for that because maybe people will start taking me seriously then. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty disobedient, but only because I want to be. Yeah, and I don't like thunder and lightning.
Nice.
Kind of freaks me out, you know?
You better knock on wood.
What?
What?
Knock on wood.
This kid.
What?
This kid, like you're... Drum.
Yeah, hi. My name's Michelle Stableman, but no one calls me that. Everyone calls me Mickey. I guess my biggest fear is turning out like my deadbeat dad. Used to be my hero, but when my mom died 5 years ago, you know, he became less of a hero. Let's just say that. Anyway, I guess what I want to do most is get the hell out of Sasquatch, because it fucking sucks here. I got a quick temper, so don't fuck with me, okay? She's got curly brown hair, often wears a baseball cap backwards. She's a bit of a tomboy, and you can see that she doesn't have much money because, you know, her clothes have lots of holes in and things.
Not custard holes.
No! My teachers have said I'm pretty smart. I don't know about that, but I know that I'm going to get out of here. That's all I know. I'm pretty intuitive about things, and if you're a friend of mine, you're a friend for life. But that doesn't happen easily.
Nice.
As always, I heard Drum's description and realised that I didn't describe Randy Garcia. So
Go for
you always
it.
smash it with your descriptions. I was thinking, oh fuck, it's always so much better.
Dan's quickly scribbling down a description.
Yeah, I'll describe Randy so you've got
for
time,
names.
Dan.
Yeah, go for it.
So Randy's got like Edward Furlong kind of straight black hair, you know, from
Yeah.
Terminator 2. Obviously that's the 90s, but this is an 80s haircut. And, you know, just wearing jeans and like one of those blue Adidas t-shirts with the kind of like light blue stripes on it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's always kind of wearing those kind of clothes. And thanks.
Thank you. Dan?
Hey, I'm Maggie. I'm 12 years old. I go to the same high school. It's the only high school, so that's the one I go to. My parents are they're involved in the sock trade. They run one of the big sock manufacturers in town. I guess I'm pretty scared of small spaces. I really don't like when I'm closed in. It makes me panicky. A lot of people think I'm kind of blunt, I find it difficult to talk to people. So I don't like talking to people. I guess in terms of motivation, I just really like to see a dead body. And I'm pretty protective of my friends. And how Maggie wears a Cure t-shirt. Her brother is into it. Fuck you if you don't know who they are. You wouldn't have heard of them. And she has kind of slightly shortish hair, and she wears a beanie all the time.
Nice.
What
Okay.
hat wearing for the girl.
Yeah. So, we're going to do a little sort of questions for each of you. So we're going to go around the room and I'm going to ask some questions. Now, depending on time, I think I might just ask you one question about each. So we'll go with one question about each of these people in the group that you have either positively or negatively, and then one thing you don't know about them. So James, don't worry, I'll talk you through it when we go. So James, we'll start with you. So we'll start with Dan. Do you have a relationship that is positive or negative towards Dan? Not Dan, but the character that Dan is playing.
Yeah, positive in a passive way. It's one of those that nothing bad has ever happened between us.
Cool. So we are going to roll a d20, and then you're going to answer this question about what was your character's name?
Maggie.
Maggie. You're going to answer this question about Maggie.
Okay. It's a 9.
9. What is the kindest thing that Maggie has ever done for you? And then you can write this down as well, so that you have sort of a relationship, so you know.
So the kindest thing Maggie ever did was that Otis had his a collection of bottle caps in school one day, and somebody said that it was just junk and that I was collecting rubbish, and I was kind of hurt about it. It wasn't like specific, like a bullying thing, but just a sort of like passing comment. And Maggie said she didn't think it was junk.
Very nice. And then roll another d20, and this is something you don't know about Maggie.
5.
What strange record does this character hold in the town? What strange record does this character hold in the town?
She holds the most cherry pie eaten in one sitting.
Very nice.
In the kind of local, in the kids network sort of thing, not.
Cool. So we'll move on to Drum's character. So Drum, do you know Drum's character positively or negatively?
Kind of negatively, but only because she's a bit intimidating.
Okay, roll your d20.
It's a 12.
Okay, how far would you go to avoid being alone with this character?
Oh, quite far. yeah. Otis, it's not. He's quite sort of a passive character, and she's just a bit fuzzy. There's been direct bullying, but it's just the sort, she kind of radiates a bit of like, don't mess with me. So Otis, he knows no more enthusiasm than that. He's just like, yeah.
Okay, we'll roll d20.
It's 12 again.
What do you hope to gain by humiliating this relative stranger?
Now. Jesus.
If you don't want to do that one, we can do a different one.
Humiliating people isn't really Otis's thing.
Okay, roll again.
16.
What terrible loss did this character suffer?
Oh,
pretty obvious, I think.
Well, yes, I think her sort of like her love and respect for her family, for her dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Got no idea what happened there.
When her mum died.
Yeah,
when her mum died here.
All right. Okay, so Colin's character. Roll. Do you know positively or negatively?
He's kind of positive.
Yeah. Okay, go for the roll.
It's a 5.
Okay. Why do you care about this character more than they care about you?
Because he also seems like a bit of a collector of stuff. And it's sort of like, oh, he's got some cool. He's just like one of those kids with cool stuff, and like Otis is like, oh, he's got some cool stuff. I bet it'd be quite cool. I'd like him to say like, I've got cool stuff, that kind of stuff.
Very nice.
Stuff.
And then roll again.
It's 10.
How far would you go to get to know this character and why?
Again, similar answer. Like he would, given the chance, he'd try and get to know him because he's got some cool stuff. And Otis likes cool stuff. That he is a collector.
Okay,
he likes stuff.
Finally, Scott's character. What's your name, Scott? Again,
Benny Frasco.
Benny Frasco. Do you know positively or negatively?
Negative.
Okay, go for it.
12.
How far would you go? We've already done that one. So,
well, I mean, it kind of links in actually.
Yeah. How far would you go to avoid being alone with this character?
He'd go quite far because Benny was the guy who said that my collection was rubbish.
Oh,
fuck. What was your collection again?
Yeah, but again, like, I'm not putting bullying on anyone. It was literally just a sort of like, yeah, you just collect rubbish because it is rubbish. It was a collection of bottle caps, so literally it is rubbish. But like Otis took that quite personally because he's like, well, this is my collection, one of my collections.
And then something you don't know.
11.
What bad thing have you heard about this character that you can't believe is true?
He's really good at baseball, and once he hit someone with his baseball bat.
An evil 12-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not putting bullying on anyone, but
not putting bullying. But the thing is, can't believe it's true because it probably isn't. It's one of those maybe rumours that's gone round with some of the nerdy kids that, like,
because he's from
from somewhere else. He's different. And it's like apparently, he's really into baseball. Yeah, I heard he hit someone with a baseball bat. Really? Oh, I can't. Oh, really? Oh, that kind of stupid.
Like his dad's definitely in the mafia.
Yeah, there is no basis in any evidence whatsoever. But it's just one of those rumours that kind of went around the nerd circle.
There we go. So you have a little bit of relationship now to everyone else. James, that helps your character.
Yeah.
Scott, we'll go with you next.
All right.
James's character. I should really write all your characters' names down so I don't have to keep just referring to...
Otis, right?
Yeah.
Otis.
Grab a
Fluffer.
pencil quickly. So do you feel positively... Fluffer, is it?
Fnuffer.
Is that one of the traits? To be positive.
Yeah. Otis Fnuffer.
So what is your relationship with Otis Fnuffer?
Well, because
Positively or negatively?
because Benny's new here, and there's that whole like intimidation angst thing going on. It's going to be negative with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So negative.
So roll a d20.
I will. 15.
What insanity has this character shown warning signs of?
It's the collection of weird stuff. It's hoarding. In the city, we don't do that. He's just got so many, and I know creeps who like have houses full of stuff, and they started when they was young. I know this has got this whole stuff that he just collects, and he just keeps it all like some kind of weird dragon kid.
And roll again for your thing you don't know.
8.
Based on what you know, how is this character different from the rest of their family?
Oh, I wouldn't know his family at all, but
Based on what you know, so maybe you can say you wouldn't know.
yeah, I guess I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. Maybe he collects families as well.
That's okay. That's
Them all in a box.
your relationship to Otis. Maggie, what is your relationship with Maggie?
Negative.
Roll your dice.
11.
What does this character do that makes you immediately lose your temper with?
It's the judging with the music. And I don't know music. I don't have time to listen to music. I'm too busy training my swing. But every time music comes up, she's like, "Oh, you don't need me." And I don't know these phony, limey British bands.
Very nice. And roll again.
12.
What do you hope to gain by humiliating this relative stranger?
I hope she'll stop doing with the music's not cool. And just liking music doesn't make you immediately cool. And I'm intimidated by how cool she thinks she is, I think.
Nice. Okay. Drum, what's your character's name? I'm going to write it down.
Michelle Stableman, but everyone calls her Mickey.
Michelle Stable.
Seriously?
He took my pen. I take your pen.
That's
how it works.
How do you feel about Mickey?
Negative.
It's different. This is different. Go on then, roll.
10.
What we might do to speed things up, we might ignore the things you don't know. Because, you just need to know if you're positive or negative towards them.
I don't know why I like the...
I'm in it
okay,
now.
all right. Well, all right.
Too late to change it. We've already started.
That's fair. All right, go on then. What did you say? 10?
10.
What is this character doing that's putting you both at risk?
smack. That is a plot twist.
Hit me with some more Mickey stuff again.
So Mickey just wants to get out of here. She's got a quick temper, and she's been thrown out of class a few times.
Oh, I get it.
Anger issues.
Yeah, we get put together in class a lot, and because she's so argumentative, I get blamed for all the stuff all the time. Teacher pulls me up because I got a louder voice, but it's actually her that's the loudest all the freaking time. I mean, I'm louder, but she gets angrier, and I get blamed for it all the time. Even when she starts a conversation, puts me at risk. There you go.
Very nice. And lastly, Scott, Colin, what's your character called?
Randy Garcia.
That's it, Randy Garcia. Is your relationship between Randy and you negative or positive?
Positive.
Oh, okay, cool. Roll.
Because he's a new guy like me.
It's true.
9.
Okay. What is the most dishonest thing you've seen this character do?
What? I thought it was a positive thing.
Oh, no, wait, sorry. Yeah, positive. My bad. What is the kindest thing you've seen this character ever... What has he ever done? What is the kindest thing this character has ever done
What's
for
Randy
you?
Garcia ever done for us?
Except for make the school better, clean the toilets.
Yeah, what's the kindest thing that Randy's ever done for you?
So one time we brought in his own lunch and everyone's like, oh, what'd you get from Wisconsin? And he was like, nothing, shut up. And then no one was looking, and then I was the only one at the table, and he offered me some cheese because you get a lot of cheese in Wisconsin. And then he told me that Wisconsin's known for beer and cheese, and I thought that was cool.
Nice. Okay, thank you. Let me write down, Scott. What is your character's name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Benny Frasco.
That's it, Benny Frasco.
My mom calls me Benjamin, but don't do that.
Benjamin. I'm definitely going to call you Benjamin.
Fucking don't. I got a baseball bat. Remember, I hit someone with it, apparently, allegedly.
That's what I heard.
Cool. All right, we'll move on to Colin. Colin, to the left of you. So, Scott, so how do you feel about Benjamin Frasco?
Benny.
Positive.
Positive.
Yeah.
Roll your D20.
5.
Okay. Why do you care about this character more than they care about you?
Because one time I was in the lunchroom and and all these kids were ragging on me because I had my own lunch, and he sat down and went, "Hey buddy, you know I'm not from around here," and started telling me about his life, and then I gave him some cheese and we had a nice conversation.
Nice.
Easy.
Okay, and then roll again.
East Coast connection going on over there.
Yeah. 4.
Ooh. What charming habit is this character's known for? What charming habit is this character
factory
known
reset your
for?
Ross.
Yeah. What charming habit is this character known for throughout the town?
Hitting people with baseball bats.
See, I heard I heard this rumor that he's going around hitting people with baseball bats, but you know what? When he sat down, he ate. I've noticed this a few times. He kind of eats like an animal, but not like a big animal, like a small animal. His eyes flitter around, always looking for danger. It's a nice trait.
That's charming.
Always looking for danger.
Always the danger.
Everyone knows Benny eats like a squirrel. Always looking for danger.
Okay, so now we go to Otis Fanuffa. Are you positive or negative towards Otis Fanuffa?
I'm negative, I'm afraid to say.
Oh, no, that works. That makes
That's
sense.
great.
Go and roll D20.
Hang on. So we've
it's
got
a 10.
like the kooky outsider, the sort of like the intellectual outsider that no one likes. We've got the feisty woman that gets a short temper.
Well, like my other character.
Shut up.
Yeah.
We have
It's a 10.
10. Okay.
10.
What is this character doing that's putting you both at risk?
Oh my god, just always like kind of he's always talking, sometimes when there's situations where we don't need any noise, he's always going, "Hey, so where'd you get your Walkman from?" And yeah, that's cool, your trainers.
It's just a really cool
Your
Walkman.
sneakers,
I just
man.
kind of want to know because I can't afford a Walkman. It's
Shut the fuck up.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still try to be kind to him, you know what I mean?
No, you don't.
Okay, Maggie. Positive. Oh, no, wait. You need to do something you don't know about.
Yeah.
Fanuffa.
13.
Okay. What bad reputation does this character have around town?
No, I could be really horrible, but I'm not going to do that. I can say like, no. Oh, I do that.
Is wear his pants?
No. Well,
Don't wear
He's the
pants.
one who really had the baseball bat.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that's a good one actually. Yeah. Maybe when he was little, he hit someone so hard they lost their hearing in their left ear.
Oh my god!
But it was a complete accident. But yeah,
I like how you're like, oh, I won't be that mean.
No, I won't be that mean. I know.
He
You
fucking
made a
killed
child deaf. Jesus.
yeah, but nobody knows it, right? Nobody knows about it.
Yeah, it's true.
I think someone would know about it, like my parents.
They're your parents, and you know about
and
it.
the kid.
Positive or negative about Maggie?
Oh yeah, it's still me. Maggie.
Maggie.
Right,
Maggie.
Maggie.
Mickey.
That's not going to be confusing.
Afraid I'm negative about Maggie as well.
Oh,
You guys do not like
Sorry.
this end of the table.
Roll your dice.
I mean, you know,
No,
we're
yeah.
young kids. We're girls. They're boys. Like, they just don't understand.
Roll your dice.
Dice. It's a 14.
Okay. What would this character have to do to get you to forgive them? What would they have to do to get you to forgive them?
Forgive them. I don't know if I need to forgive them, but I guess
To improve your relationship, and let's say that.
just turn up, man.
Just be fucking present.
Just be here, man.
Real flaky.
Moment.
This is this is my thing than it is
leaking
theirs.
into real life.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this is Randy's thing more than it is than Maggie's thing.
Okay, so roll a
you.
dice for don't know.
It's not you, it's me. 16.
Okay.
16.
What terrible loss did this character suffer?
A bunny rabbit at the age
What?
of 5.
A bunny rabbit what?
Just got
Does-
run over.
Oh,
it was
got
like
run
a
over.
new pet.
So she
Do you know
gets
what I
a
mean?
bunny rabbit.
you make someone dead.
Apparently, I permanently injure somebody. Wow.
It was like a new pet. Do you know what I mean? And it got
What was
out,
its name?
Got out. Flippy.
Flippy the bunny.
I can
Flip it. You guys are right to not like me.
I can see problems here.
Yeah.
Very nice. And lastly, we have Mickey. So,
Positive.
positive.
Yeah.
Roll your dice.
It's a 4.
4. Okay. What trait about this character do they despise? What trait about this character that they despise do you genuinely appreciate?
The fact that they don't like their dad. Yeah.
Nice.
Because she's been vocal about it a couple of times, and I feel the same about my dad. So we're kindred spirits, man.
Nice.
I get you.
And then roll your don't know. The thing you don't know.
9.
Okay. What volunteer work have you heard this character does?
They. I've heard that they actually help out at the local thrift shop.
Nice. What's the thrift shop called?
It's called Thrifty Business.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Right.
Bet that's run by the Velveteens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 characters left. Here we go. Come on, Drum. What do you know about? We're going long, by the way. I think we're like over an hour.
That's all right.
But it's fine. Once we've done this, we're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Okay, Mickey, how do you feel about Randy? Yeah, how do you feel about Randy?
Yeah, Randy's okay. Randy's cool.
Okay, roll your d20 and tell me the result.
5.
5. Oh, this is don't know. Yeah. Why do you care about this character more than they care about you? Why do you care about them more than they care about you?
Well, we had a conversation once about how much we hate our shitty dads, and I guess I kind of saw something in him, and I just think he's cool.
It wasn't like when Fulton got his cock out and tried to...
It was nothing like that.
I need you.
Randy! God damn it. Okay, and roll what you don't know about this.
It's even worse if Fulton's like a third party that just turns up to the conversation.
19.
Oh. What scandal in the town was this character involved with?
So when he moved here from Wisconsin, everyone said it's because his parents were running away from something very bad, and at the thrift shop that I work at, all of the other women in there, they always whisper when he comes in, and they say things about his parents that, I don't want to repeat them here.
Very nice.
Oh.
I love that the local boy busts someone's eardrum and there's nothing about it. The kid from Wyoming is just from out of town. They're like, fucking kid.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Benny. Or Benjamin.
Negative.
Oh, negative. Go for a D20 roll.
20.
How did this character betray you last time you confided in them?
These are so deep.
Haven't they? Yeah.
For a 12-year-old.
So she's 11, by the way.
Oh, 11, sorry.
Yeah, she's like young in the class or whatever.
Nice.
So Benny, I thought he was cool, and we were talking about, what his life was like back in the city. And then, when I started talking about stuff here, he just kind of left, and he didn't seem to care. And I feel like he's not a good person.
Oh, very deep. And then roll for what you don't know about Benny.
It's a 2.
2. Why do some members of the town seek out this character?
I think because his parents are involved in something.
I thought it was going to be because he hits people with baseball bats. So
Hey, Benny, I need some more batting.
He's called the Slugger.
Maybe it's. I think it could be something positive, but like I don't know. Anyway, so
Okay. All right, we move over to. We move over to Otis Fanuffa. Do you know them positively or negatively?
I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. Does that count?
I mean,
I guess it's positive.
okay. Roll your D20.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay, so what trait about this character that they despise do you genuinely appreciate? We'll do a different one, actually. What is your private nickname for this character and why?
Oh man, this could go so wrong. Hold on, let me just.
Okay, let's pause so that we can cut this out. If
please don't let it be the detonator or something like that.
No. Okay. I call him Pockets because he's always got lots of cool shit in his pockets.
Nice.
Pockets.
That's good.
I'll take it.
and something you don't know about Pockets.
Do I need to roll some?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll D20.
It's a 5.
Let's go for a different one. Why are so many townspeople afraid of this character?
Because when he was a kid, he deafened another. It was an accident, but everyone knows it happened.
It's only one ear.
The guy who doesn't like commentation, who gets scared of being lost, has deafened a kid. Like,
That was when he started
Probably.
insulating.
Yeah.
We never said it was a kid.
oh yeah, it's true. It
Oh,
could
no,
be an adult.
I'm 32. I've been held back a long time at school.
All right.
No, he's 12.
So let's go with Maggie. Positive or negative?
Okay, that's negative.
Okay, roll D20.
It's a 3.
What do you do to intentionally annoy this character?
I just say that I like pop bands all the time. It winds her the fuck up. I love it. It's so much fun.
Nice. And then one thing you don't know, or you've heard in the room with Emil.
10.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just having a look. How far would you go to get to know this character and why?
I mean,
Could be not.
I guess, you know, if I was given a reason, then I would get to know her. You know, I'm not a dick, but she's given me no reason to get to know her.
Nice. All right. And last but not least is Maggie. We'll go around the room from left. How do you feel about the drum, Mickey?
Mickey. I feel positive about Mickey.
Roll D20.
Right, I got my sky blue die for this one.
Roll.
New set of die for this game. 14.
Alrighty. What is the bravest thing you've ever seen this character do?
Bravest thing I ever saw this character do. There was a dog fell into the stream by the town that comes down from the Crying Hill.
Yeah.
While we were out, it got spooked by the kids and fell in the river, and Mickey grabbed it and dragged it back out again.
Oh. And roll another D20.
All right. 18.
It's the only dog in the world that can't swim.
Yeah. What is this?
Equilibrium was off.
What is this character doing to threaten their family reputation?
To threaten their family reputation or my family
Well, it says
reputation?
their family's reputation.
I mean, she is publicly telling everybody that her dad is a deadbeat
Nice.
all the time. Like, she could not do more to, like, she talks down her... Everyone thinks that her family is awful because of just the way she talks about it.
All right, Randy Garcia, how do you feel?
Randy Garcia, negative.
All right, roll.
Wow.
Hey, you started this war. I'm finishing it. 13.
Okay. What secret are you keeping from this character that would be you would be devastated if they found out?
Here we go.
Ooh.
What secret?
What secret? When we did the school play last year,
I've only moved there 2 months ago.
You moved it 2 months ago, did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay,
I said
that
that.
doesn't
Sorry.
work. All right, okay. God,
But the school play could have been 2 months ago.
Okay, when we did a school play 2 months ago.
That's how quick you get cast. You literally move into town and you bang, you're in the lead part.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, you look good.
I'm going to make you a star.
Well, no, that's the thing. The Randy got cast in it, and Maggie didn't. Maggie was like, Maggie made a big thing about how she doesn't care, but she was really devastated about the fact she actually really, really wanted to be in that, and thought she was going to do that part, and then the new kid took it.
All right. One more.
What were they doing? Shakespeare? I mean, it's like gender swap parts and stuff.
It's a school. There's not enough
School
of
play.
any gender to do the parts.
exactly.
So you just change everything up.
Go ahead and roll another one.
All right, let's have it. It's a 14.
Okay, that is. Who does this character have a very public feud with?
Who does this character have a public feud with? This character has a public feud with one of the with the head teacher, even though they've only been there 2 months. There was a big falling out in the middle of assembly. He made a big scene, and everyone's that's kind of like gone right round the school, that like the headmaster has it in for the principal has it in for Randy.
Garcia!
We're doing a lot of Strickland, and you're a slacker.
It's another reason that Mickey likes him, because you know she also is keen on outbursts and stuff, and she thought that was cool.
All right, okay, we're moving on.
All right.
That is now Benny. What do you feel about Benny?
Benny, negative.
Roll dice.
That's a natural one.
What did this character do in the past that you still resent them for?
What did the character do in the past? Everyone was so into Benny when he got here because of the baseball, and they thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and that's stupid. And it just got everyone really excited, and it was just really stupid that people were so into him just because he could swing a bat around.
Nice. Okay. Now roll your dice again.
Yeah. That's an 8.
Okay. Based on what you know, how is this character different from the rest of their family?
Different from the rest of their family. It's tricky. No one really knows very much about Benny's family. They don't sort of show up at school too much. So they kind of, the different thing is that he's the only real known factor. He's the only known person in his family. We know Benny, but no one ever knows about who his actual family are, and there's kind of rumors and things.
Nice.
They are not in the mafia. Would you stop saying this?
And last character, positive or negative, do you know about Otis Flufferman?
Fnuffer.
Positive.
Yeah.
All right, roll your dice.
15.
What do you and this character have a mutual weird love of?
I tell you what, I've got a question because I don't have a surname at the moment. Otis, do you want to be my weird brother? Can I be a Fnuffer?
Our accents are very different.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Apologies.
That's the only thing. I mean, we can be.
Can I change my?
Yes,
can I change to negative?
I mean,
yeah,
unbelievable.
I mean,
negative of James.
I can't talk like that. I mean, what was your accent?
I don't remember. It was
American. Really?
Kind of American. Okay. Can be.
No, fine.
How old are you?
I've been told.
Well, because I'm 12. So, and we can only go up to 13.
Well, okay. I feel like we've been. I feel like a point has been very clearly made.
Does
someone else?
I mean, you just laid the whole family thing on me. I was literally just looking at Fleetwood Mac behind your head, going, "Oh, Fleetwood Mac." I was like, "What? I've got a sister."
I don't want to be your pity sibling. All right.
Does anyone want to take?
I mean, why Fleetwood Mac are in my house? Guys, can you just go?
There's enough drama, Fleetwood Mac.
You can go your own way.
Who wants to be?
Sorry, Dan.
Who wants to be your sibling?
That's right.
Come on.
I'll be my own. I'll make my own family.
That'd be nice if you're siblings. If it kind of got
let's
I think you should be
siblings. I'm
That'd be
forcing
great.
this upon you now.
Okay.
The Fnuffers.
After you,
So you're my twin sibling.
Why would we twins?
you don't have to be
That's a
twins.
thing.
Well,
Or I
he's
can
age
be-
12 because I'm 12. So there's got to be at least 2 years between us.
Yeah.
I mean, not exact.
Yeah, it could be a
But it
year.
has to be at least, 10, 11 months.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it doesn't need to be that much.
I
Yeah,
could be
mate.
13.
Your mother is
them
just
for
very
nuffers.
fertile.
Older sister.
All right.
All right, there you
Well,
go.
this is
Thrust
working.
upon you. James is literally like, oh.
This is
At this table, we're the masters of yes.
I mean, it really has. This has changed
been
the dynamics
opposed
of my
upon me.
entire character. But yeah, okay, cool.
Has it though?
Yeah.
Was you an only child?
Yeah, he's like
All
the
right,
loner.
well,
He's
all
like the
right.
loner kid, and
I
now he's got an
see.
older sister
All right,
who's going to
we
be looking
don't
All
after
right,
him.
Who? What do you want to do?
Oh, you can be with sister if you made you deaf. So you're the kid I made deaf.
How about we're cousins?
We're be cousins. Yeah, yeah.
All right, there we go.
Cousins.
Having
Cousins.
a relation.
Cousins.
It's just. It seems. I can't work out why there's this weird affection, but there seems to be from just.
Okay,
what we've
you're
rolled.
cousins.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing can we after that.
I know, right?
It's that kind of town. There's definitely loads of cousins.
Yeah, and then roll what you don't know about.
The weird thing that
Oh,
we have.
yes.
The weird thing that we both have
Yes.
connection with. When we were much younger, when we used to hang out and play, we both had the same imaginary friend called Mr. Fingers.
Oh my god, we were doing so well.
Really serious.
Do you remember
Mr.
Mr. Fingers?
That's the creepiest imaginary friend I've ever heard in my life.
Hello there,
We don't. There was a voice. It was.
God.
I'm Mr. Fingers.
Mr. Fingers.
Mr. Finger, and you'd creep up behind each other and be like, with your fingers on the shoulders, and be like, Mr. Fingers is here. And you'd be like, oh. And we don't talk about it anymore.
No, it's
because
called-
How
It's
old were you when you?
It's an imaginary friend,
like
Dan, not an
too
imaginary.
young for it to be weird. That's
like
why we don't
4 or
talk.
5,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
why we don't talk about it now, because it's fucking weird.
Well,
we're both a bit embarrassed.
This whole adventure is actually going to be about Mr. Fingers.
That Mr. Fingers.
He was real.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And one thing you don't
Mr.
know.
Fingers is the
Last
tall
question.
man.
Oh, 11.
All right,
He
what
doesn't know
bad
that
thing?
I am Mr. Fingers.
What bad thing have you heard about this character that you can't believe is true? There was no Mr. Fingers.
After deafening that person, he went back and did the other ear as well.
Yeah, right.
No.
What can you believe that your? What can't you believe that your cousin did this? Not true.
People say that Otis once. People say Otis ate a dog poo once on a dare.
See, that's the sort of thing I was going to say on my one.
Yeah.
I didn't. So
You went straight for that. Yeah.
Right, there we have it. There we have it, Dangerlings.
It's the 80s, so they get those white ones. So
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the one
it's,
yeah.
it's more feasible.
chalky, not cheesy.
We have our characters, we have our town. All that's left is to play the adventure. Now, this, I assume, is going out for free on our normal feed.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go
Yeah,
out.
this is going out for free on our normal feed. If you would like to subscribe to our £5 Patreon, you can hear the rest of the adventure of Sasquatch, the town of Sasquatch, with the custard hole, the bush, the Bigfoot bush, the crying hill.
And Otis the turd taster.
If you would like to hear what this adventure will become, then please subscribe to our £5 tier. Then you can hear the strange things that will happen in this town. All that's left is to say goodbye. So it's goodbye from Dan.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Drum.
So,
It's goodbye from Colin.
yeah.
It's goodbye from Scott.
Hello.
It's goodbye from James.
Yeah, where the turds at?
And it's goodbye from me. It's time to have a danger thing.
Hello, everyone.
That's the name of the show. He said the name of the show.
Oh my god.
Cool.
We're rolling.
Literally, because we were on bikes, right? Oh.
He's got to let him do a.
I'm sorry. We can start again. We'll start again.
I'll put this at the end as a little outro.